It's move-in time for several Abilene residents who nearly 8 months ago watched their home get destroyed in an EF2 tornado. And now things are starting to get back to normal. KRBC's Jessica Rank is live now from the scene that we saw a lot during the month of May. But Jessica, now things look a little bit different there.
Yeah, thanks, David. You could even say it looks like a completely different neighborhood than it did back on that day in May. I'm going to step out of the frame so you can take a look at this house behind me, which throughout the months we've seen as just a slab of concrete, but now it's a completely built house. Now let's go ahead and just to give you some perspective, we can take a look at video back from that day that the tornado hit in Abilene. You can see a lot of houses destroyed, people picking up debris from the streets and all of that kind of stuff. And most importantly, a lot of people came out to help. And now 8 months later, this family finally getting to move back into this house this week. I got a chance to speak with them and here's what they had to say.
Just in complete shock, you know, my heart hurt for all these people.
We all remember this day. It sounded like a freight train, like just loud, and it felt like my house was like gonna take off. As dozens came together,
every human you could imagine was at my house
to help clean up after the mess.
We're just not used to people coming to our aid, you know, because just ain't used to it. We don't have to do everything on our own, and this time, you know, the Lord just showed us, you know, His love and His power.
And all that help paid off because now
this is kind of like Christmas because I don't know what's in here.
This family is moving back in.
My little eagle. You know it's your house, but it's not the house you had.
But it's still a move from a temporary home to something a little more permanent.
We still have the same amount of bedrooms. You know, there's a bathroom.
Just not having to pay for a couple of places, you know, utilities, all that, you know, that's just hard to do, even for 7 months.
Okay, I don't know what I'm going to get out of here. Oh, an eagle head.
But even though the sun may have made its way back to this South Abilene neighborhood, the memory of the winds,
this whole part of the house was damaged the most, probably. Especially right here in the dining room. It took out the window.
And the fear of destruction still remains.
And then we had
If the phone says there's something in the area, I just get up. You know, I can't sleep through it anymore. I used to think, you know, that's sleeping with her. Not anymore.
Now the couple says they spent the last 7 months living out of a rental home just south of here, but tonight they're excited to be back home. Reporting in South Abilene, Jessica Rank, KRBC, Abilene's local news. Back to you.
Thank you, Jessica, for that live report.